Okay, so hi, I'm Corey. This is my first YouTube video like ever in my life, which is really exciting. And I am an ENFP, and I'm really excited to make this video on it and traits that I feel that I have that are related to the personality type. I guess we'll start. So one, signs you may be an ENFP. Very curious. So, for example, when I was in the Philippines, this is obvious, there's more examples, but when I was in the Philippines, I was swimming and snorkeling, and there was this weird little, like, wormy thing, or, like, pokey wormy thing, like, going, like poking its head out, and I was like, oh, what is that, you know? I was like, I want to touch it, right? And I touched it, and I probably shouldn't have, but I touched it, and it totally cut my finger, and then I was like, oh, fuck, yeah. So yeah, you kind of don't really, you kind of just go with the flow, and you don't really plan things out, or like, hey, you don't really judge the situation. I actually had a friend who's a P, and she was allergic to pineapple, and one day she was at work, they were serving pineapple, and she's like, oh, I don't know if I'm allergic to pineapple, and she ate it, and she's like, oh, I'm no longer allergic to pineapple, you know, just things like that. Okay. Okay. Two, I get that when I'm really, like, excited, or just generally, I talk really fast and get distracted really quickly, and people are just like, are you, like, high or on something? I'm just like, no, it's just who I am. Yeah. So just generally, like, energetic, and like I feel like I can inspire people if like or get them on board on something if I'm really, like, down for it. So yeah, just like really enthusiastic. Okay. I don't know what number I'm on, but I'm just gonna say the next one. So I like to talk out loud, mostly to, like, my close friend group, talk out loud, like, a lot, and kind of get feedback from them, and in comparison to just, like, thinking in my thoughts, and, like, you know, by myself and stuff. But, which obviously I do, but, like, I like to get feedback from people around me majority of the time. Okay, let's see. Okay, so another thing, since I've lost complete track of which number I'm on. So intuitive. I really don't like small talk. I don't like, oh, like, obviously how are you is good, but, like, when I'm on a date, for example, I won't be like basic bitch stuff. I'll actually be I would like to have a conversation that's deep and meaningful, and it's not like I want to be in a relationship with you or anything, but it's just, I'm very fascinated with people and how they work and things, and sometimes people interpret that as like, oh, they want to be with me. I'm just like, no, not really. I just want to know more about you because people are so interesting. So, I love to travel, and, like, when I travel, I do miss flights. I am late for flights. There's been occurrences where I've been on a connecting flight, and then, like, I have 3 hours or whatever, but I'll be texting or, like, just get really distracted, and then miss my flight, and I'm like, oh, fuck, oh well, and then I'll be like, okay, well, what can I do? Very, like, adaptable in the situation. You're like, oh, you know, it's not gonna, like, it's not huge. I'll just kind of be like, la la la, can I get the next connecting flight? And then I'll just be like, okay, I'll be fine with it. It's like, okay, yeah, whatever. So it's not, like, terrible. Comparison to people I know who are like Jays, who are like, schedule, we need to do this by this, and it's just, like, so stressful, because it's just like, you're so much pressure. I just feel like it's so much pressure in comparison to, like, I don't know, like, being on my own schedule. And obviously, like, my own schedule isn't efficient in other people's views, but that's just kind of how I live my life. So let's see, travel. Yes, next note I have is travelers. I don't really plan any of my trips ever, really. I just kind of do them. Over spring break, only one thing was planned, because my one of my friends who is a J, she planned, like, our whole Vegas trip out, and it was really nice. It was really, like, easy flow, yeah. But, like, it wasn't on me to do it at all, so, like, that's why it was so efficient, I guess. But it was, yeah. Okay, I'm getting distracted. What was I going to this? So yeah, I love traveling. I went to Vegas, and then after Vegas, I was always going through things, but okay. I went to Vegas, and then after Vegas, I went to upstate New York, and after upstate New York, I was like, let's go to New York City, and then I went to New York City and met some friends there, and after New York City, I went home, and then I road trip to Santa Cruz for a little bit, and after I came back from Santa Cruz, I went to, where did I go? I went to LA, and then after LA, I think I went to Santa Cruz again. But there's just all these things that I love to do, and it's not necessarily like I have to keep going and meeting new people, like that's really great, but also like I really do like going to the beach with like one other person, like my best friend Jade, and just like experiencing the beach with us too, and just, you know, we don't even need to be talking, like I'll just be in the water like, ooh, this is so pretty. But yeah, it's yeah, that's where, I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah, we are like, I would say that ENFPs are probably the most ambivert personality type, because we have the N and the F, because we do feel deeply. I know, not for a fact, but I know that I feel very deeply when it comes to things. So it's like, oh yeah, I do need time by myself, and I need to process this because this is an issue in my mind that I need to deal with, and me being alone, able to process that, you know, cry and etc. is my thing. Let's see. Okay, well, okay. So like things that are like on the negative side, I guess you could say, would be like not so great realistic plans and practical skills. So like planning, I'm not very good with. Like when I'm doing my own thing, I'm very good at adaptable and everything. But you know, not everyone is like that, and you do need to judge a situation, like with times and dates. I'm such a procrastinator. So just like being realistic is something that I think ENFPs or ENTPs in general really need to work on. And hard to focus. Yeah, just because, like I said, like the way my brain works, it's like a spider web, and it's like there's all these different ideas, but it's like, oh, like I need to like focus on this one thing when I'm just like trying to go to like everywhere, and it's just like, so it's kind of like seeing the whole bigger picture in comparison to like working this way. It's like okay. So one way I kind of help myself with focusing is like I have a ton of sticky notes, and like a ton of those sticky notes and journals and planners. I have multiple, and they all have the same thing inside of them, but it's like me writing it down and like trying to remember it. And then like I'll have a sticky note like all over my computer. There's just a bunch of sticky notes, and all my journals are I don't know. So sticky notes are what get me through my life. And then going back to feeling, like I said, I feel very deeply, and so I feel like the career paths, ENPs, or just how they think in general, I think they'll do what they feel is right to them most. And like in relationship career paths or whatever, so like my career path, I really want to get into social work and like help people out there, because I care about people, I care about different cultures, traditions, and just how I can see like how the whole system works, and how there's a lot of people who are disenfranchised, and I like to feel like fulfill my heart would be to be part of that and help nurture and grow the world in a positive way. I know this is really disorganized, but like my life is disorganized, so you know. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. If not, oh well. But yeah, so I don't really have an ending. I'm just gonna say I hope this was helpful to you, and yeah.